Happy Saturday. It is Saturday. It is not Friday. It is a whole day late for me doing my little following, which is what you're watching now. Following with Chris Farah. That's me. And I'm going to go into the stories and the celeb gossip and the products and social media posts and accounts that I have been following. So there's a lot on the docket because a lot happened this week. And then usually I get to go do a little pop culture show on Waz channel, who might be in the chat later, where I get to at least like talk about some pop culture stuff, at least the stories and things. And we didn't get to do that this week. So just everything that, everything that happened is up for grabs. So anyway, again, thank you so much for being here. My name is Chris Farah. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or you might be watching this on Twitch. That's something that also is happening here. So I'm, trying everything. Now, I'm playing around with some lighting and stuff like that. So guys, tell me how it is and tell me how the web is treating my beautiful stream. I know that in the past I've been having some Wi-Fi issues with live streaming, and so I really want to get that under control. So I'm hoping it's good. I'm so happy to see peeps in the room. Hi Ramsterdam. Hi Lone Star. Hi Mr. TL Snow. Oh, people are just coming in, and I appreciate it. So nice to see you all. If you haven't yet, please like this video because it really helps, YouTube tell me and themselves. And, we're enjoying our lives here. We're into it. We've come into the room. We've liked it or disliked it. We've like tickled a little like part of the wall, a little like light switch, we've like gone up, like when you've touched it, in this, in this time, in this COVID time, in this pandemic time, in this economy, if you will, we have been lacking in the human touch, the human interaction. So feel free to thumbs up me, which sounds so gross, but yet thumbs it up, 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 thumbs it up. Okay, so we have a lot on the docket and we're going to get in. So thank you so much for just being with me throughout this whole situation. Here we go. So Angela, and we're going to get into like just a little bit of this. Hi, if you are a 90-day watcher, I'm so happy you are maybe watching my channel. And I know that this video isn't specifically 90-day review or recap, but if you are clicking on it, I want to give you a little some love. So as you know, the tell-all is happening. It's actually Saturday. What day is it? On Discovery Plus, which is Friday, it has already dropped the tell-all part 2. And I know that some links are already floating around the YouTube. And but tomorrow, technically, is the tell-all part 2, and when I will go live to talk about it, I haven't actually watched it yet. But one part of the tell-all part 1 dealt with Angela and Angela's relationship with her doctor, who you see here, and whether it was appropriate or not, because she was like very handsy-pansy on him, like during the, I almost like should I put my face on this side? What's better? What has more? I feel like, first of all, it's much harder. So I'm gonna go back over here. I feel like the lighting is better over there. The lighting's better over here. Anyway, so we knew some things, like this person did Angela's boob surgery, and this person is from Africa, and this person was very much a gentleman on the show, but then because of the tell-all, we found out that this person had a birthday party, and this person also invited Angela to his birthday party, and then at some point drove Angela home. And then I found out that this person and his wife have also been on a reality show before, and the reality show was Second Wives Club, which was obviously not on too long, but pretty much like a Real Housewives-esque aspirational women. I'm like, hey, aspirational woman show. And so what I'm bringing up now is an IG from his wife, and it says this. Dr. Michael Okay, Michael Kobang. Had the pleasure of speaking to your mistress tonight for over an hour. As your wife, I can say it was very hurtful to hear about all the threesomes and sex parties you all attended, and that you spent thousands of dollars on her during the course of the last year. And now that I finally filed for divorce and you've done your best to completely eliminate me from your life and convince your colleagues and friends that you left me, I've been a wonderful mother to our 8 children. I've supported you through everything, and instead you chose to sleep with patients. Spend all your money on women and ignore your family, your wife, and your vows. Please do tell your new practice manager that threatened to call the police on me today when I came to your office to pick up your child that she has no idea what you put me through. Anyone that asks about me, please tell them that you've offered to move me back home to Oklahoma and gave me $4,000 a month for our children and told me I'm a gold digger and you wish you never met me even though you regularly sleep with prostitutes, patients, and my friends. 7 known affairs later, I finally get it through my head being married is something you're just not Hindu. This is messy. You guys, what? Okay. It's a world we live in, which is like, nothing is sacred in the sense of like marriages or anything, or like, just think like, oh, prominent doctors would like not just be like airing so much of every dirty part of every part of their house, and this gentleman, because he, I don't know, I'm going to say this doctor, because he's chosen to be on reality shows, either personal ones like Second Wives Club and or like 90 Day Fiance. Now he's being like, he must be, I mean, like, is it just a situation where he's known in town as being like a doctor slash person that will do anything to be famous and therefore like is down for things? It's so interesting. 8 kids. Wait a minute. 8 kids? 8 kids. Yeah. Wonder she didn't die of an STD. I mean, yeah, like that part is so. I mean, like nothing is sacred. So I'm just like, even you would think like, oh, a doctor's gonna do things like that in such a way that like put his health on the line and therefore the health of his mom. I'm sorry, mom. Oh, that was his the mother of his children / his wife is what I wanted to say. That's just, I mean, it's crazy. Okay, so moving on in the similar vein. Okay, let's talk about this situation. So Amber Rose has been dating a rapper, but his real name is Alexander A.E. Edwards. Okay, so like he and Amber Rose have a child together. Of course, Amber Rose already has a child. For her first child is from Wiz Khalifa. Okay, so that's Sebastian, and then they have a younger son together named / Electric. Okay, and Amber like went to the Instagram, honey, and she was just like, he does nothing but cheat on me. Like I've gone through like there's no less than 12 women, and I am so sick of it. I can't actually deal with it anymore. It's too much. It's you all can have him. Like it's crazy. Like it's just whatever. Like it's she is tired of it or whatever. And then he came out and was like, she found out, I guess. Yeah, Amber's a great woman, but this is who I am. And I can tell her, I can be like, I won't do it. And 6 months will go by. And I'll make good for those 6 months, honey. But once 5 months and 29 days have gone by, I can't wait to just be knee deep in fresh honey. I'm a little bee. Bee doesn't stay with one flower. As pretty as that flower is, bee gets distracted by other flowers, other colors. That's just who I am. So anyway, that is that situation. And then she also just like puts up a whole other, did I send this to myself? She puts up a whole other Instagram about narcissists. in this situation. And I'm not saying that she's wrong about the fact that he might be a narcissist, but I also was just kind of like, okay, well, he also was kind of also telling you what he, I mean, like, what did he lie? Yeah, he's a young rapper. It's like 24, Amber. Come on. Yeah. And we can see how this could be. Amber, we're so sorry, Amber. We really like love you, Amber, and so we want you to be loved by someone who appreciates you, and wants to just like be in a monog, but yeah, he doesn't. I mean, it's hard to, I mean, everyone, I feel like everyone, there's a whole generation of people that are like, yeah, are really into like so much, polyamory. And so that is prevalent, and so for me, it's like, I just assume that if you are the type of person that's like that famous in that industry, like, I mean, how would I expect someone to be faithful to me? How could I? I don't know. Is he just love bombing me all the time, being like, you're everything? It's like, I would never cheat on you, you're just everything. And you're just like, yeah, okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. That's what I think. I mean, I love Amber, and so I do stan her, but I just want her to be like, come on, Amber, like, you are mature, you are a little wise. Like, you have to understand that this person isn't going to probably be faithful to you. Like, if you want that, like, faithfulness can mean so many different things in this world, because we are, you could just be like, as long as I don't hear from her, as you don't see the same person. Well, I don't know what the hell, you can make a billion rules, but I guess, is it a little naive of her to think that this person is just going to be with her for the rest of his life? I think so. But there might have been rules that we didn't know about that he still broke, but like, it's hard when people, I don't know. I don't think it's ever a smart idea to involve the public in any sort of mess of your relationship. I mean, unless you are 100% getting paid for it in like a huge network reality show types of way, which at this point, Amber doesn't have a reality show. Like, not even on like Zeus or anything, So this, from what I gather, so like, this can't even be like fodder for that, from what I know. But if I'm wrong about that, you tell me in the thing. Chris! Amber Rose need a posse change. I feel like, we all evolve as people, and there always has been something really deep about Amber Rose. Like, I feel like if you are, I have always connected with her in a way that I didn't like Black China or whatever. Like, Amber Rose, yes, she did the slut walk and things, but she had her own show. Like, she feels fun and logical and not as toxic in a way where I feel like she maybe has like a understanding of things. Like, she does seem, and I truly think she is, I think that as women, we just like fall up or whatever. So I think that I'm putting up this comment, Amber Rose needs a posse change. So I'm gonna be like, yeah, I hope for Amber Rose that she gets to surround herself with positive, evolved, mature people in her life, because I think that's who she is. And she can be hopefully like helped by that and not hindered by like 24, 25-year-old blah bitty blues. I've lived Amber since thinking, I know you mean loved, but yeah. But she stuck around after 12 women, or is that just an estimate? I mean, there was something when she hit 12, I mean, that I was just like, that's exactly it. Like, I think that she, I think that that's it is. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe this is where don't know, like, if there were rules, like, all right, well, you get, honey, fine. You get two ones a year, or all right, you usually get 2 ones a year, but in this COVID time, you're just gonna have to be okay with just me. And he just, maybe like that was where he was just like strained, happy face. So I mean, I literally wish the best for her. I really want the best for her. I think that, like, I want her to be like super taken care of and loved. I want that for everyone, but I think that she deserves it. And I know that we all deserve it, but I think that I just want that for her. And I want to see it for her. I want her fans and, to be like, oh, good, because she's a fucking cool ass bitch. Here's a sad story. Talk about cool ass bitches. Brett Butler, who, for the youngins might not know who this is. Brett Butler is a female comedian, like stand-up comedian / actress. She had her own show called Grace Under Fire, and it was very funny. Kind of like her sensibility was delivery brash in such a way, not as like trashy as Roseanne, not as low class and like vulgar as Roseanne. And not that I don't love Roseanne, but like, and I loved old Roseanne. So it's like, I'm just trying to isolate it a little bit of like what their voices were or whatever. And Brett had a very, very, very popular and, like great show where she made like over $25 million over the course of this show. And at the end of it, there were like many reports of her unfortunately not being able to provide the environment or the professionalism required to sustain your own show. I'm just like, you guys. So this is a hard situation. So I guess I'm talking about like a female powerhouse comedian that got like really big, really fast, and probably wasn't grounded, right, in the way that like you can see a lot of artists are not surrounded by proper people, and they get egotistical because they get like surrounded by people, and they get involved with drugs. And it's a really lethal combination for like stars. I mean, this is across the board in like entertainment, sports, music, entertainment, sports, acting. It's like this genius mix. Like this is like, because she's hilarious. So this is an artistic genius having been given a huge dose of love from the world and monetary validation, who suddenly like gets viewed by others in such a way that I think that it starts to F with them. And as much as their like quote unquote head gets bigger about things, right? Like they think they're, whatever they, like I just assuming this never happened to me. I'm like, move this out of my way only so I can come back and talk to you. I'm like leaning to one side. As people get more and more egotistical or narcissistic in this environment, as you are lauded for your talent and then also given a lot of fame, but then on top of the fame, money, it's just a lot to be given, and then supposed to keep your feet on the ground if you're not like having some anchors in your life, right? I'm not like, not that they're victims, but as big as your head gets of who you are in this world, your world also gets incredibly small of who you can trust and who sees your soul, who you actually get to have an authentic connection with. And your actual self-identity of who you are gets diminished as this other part of you, this bigger, louder part of like who your artistry or your artistry mixed with your character becomes it. And it's such a very, obviously prevalent pattern in psychology. And we've seen it enough times where like, in different variations, that it really does hurt. And I also, anyway, so she, Brett Butler is now unfortunately not doing well financially, my loves. And she set up a GoFundMe and things. And she said that she was incredibly embarrassed, that she had shame around, this is what they said. She's been ashamed of the fact that she didn't have anyone in her life or the wherewithal to have like, you did, to have financial literacy and also have like the groundedness to maintain your fortune. And so she lost like 25 million at that time, which if you of course had like invested 25 million. I mean, Brett, if she hadn't self-destructed in the way that I mentioned, which was like a drug-fueled ego rage where she like was mean on set and stuff like that, and just like her, just like a nebula star, just like impacted her own show. I mean, she could have gotten into other shows. She could have produced. She could have had like spin-offs. I mean, you know, she could have had talk shows. She could have, you know. So anyway, she at the end of this article, she said that she has gotten some like little gigs here and there. Said she had a job on the morning show, which I'm like, that just is brand new. Okay, good. In my mind, I was like, okay, maybe this kind of article, and then the very end, she says she might start getting back into stand-up. Maybe she can start doing stand-up in this way that like is cathartic and healing and very real because of what she's experienced. And if that kind of truth can like bring back, you know, a sense of normal to see her life, or a sense of financial freedom, like God bless. You know, I have this thing where I'm just like always like, okay, once you share your truth, once if you are laid bare in such a way, a defense is down, mask off, if you like have an opportunity to bare your soul and say something, your truth, I don't see how it could hurt you more than heal you. There might be initial pain, but it will heal you in the long run. You know, so is she clean now? She says she's been clean since 1997. I think. Let me go back and look that. I have the article right here. I've been almost ashamed to death. Okay, so sorry. She said the pressure of being on a hit show contributed to her being addicted to the painkiller Vicodin, which she had prescribed for her sciatica. At the bloody bitter end, I was very difficult. I was out of my mind. Drugs would do that to you. The show would have been pulled sooner than it was. But she eventually got sober after the show was canceled in 1998 after 5 seasons. But she says bad financial decisions, theft by people she trusted, and being unable to work because of the pandemic led to her current predicament. It's hard. 25 million is a big number. It's really difficult to be like, how did you? That's a lot of Vicodin. It's a lot of Vicodin. This is why on the very first following, I had a very real situation where I was like, let's talk about our finances. Okay, so because this person had $5 million. Okay, we're moving on. Do you know that Elon Musk is making robots, my loves? But here's the thing, don't worry, they're only like 5'7", 5'8", and he says you could probably overtake them. So if you can't do like a 150 deadlift, and if you can only move less than 5 miles an hour, I would, if I were you, I would just like start working out is what if you aren't working out, if you didn't have a reason to work out yet, Elon Musk is making robots that are going to come kill us. Okay, this person had a baby. This is just going a little fast because I'm running out of time. I don't know who Teresa Palmer or Mark Webber are, but just wanted to have a moment where we talk about the fact that they just had a baby, which is super cute, and that baby's name is Prairie Moon. Okay. And this was in a People magazine, so there definitely was like a press release about this, that this couple went out. Honey, Prairie Moon, brand new baby, joins the Prairie's sister Poet. Their brothers, the sister's name is Poet Lake. This brother Forest Sage. And then, of course, don't forget Bot-Eye Rain. He's the oldest, honey. Okay, so Cleansing Sunset. I also wanted to share this. So, okay, let me say this. We're talking about Britney. The biggest news stories of the day are 2 news stories, which you either know, have to talk about. So one is Britney, and then we have some other like baby news. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. So in the Brit, Britney has been dealing with the fact that her her housekeeper noticed that her dogs weren't doing well. So then the housekeeper took the dogs to the veterinarian and they were like not doing well. And so she said, or the vet, whatever, it's the dog had digestive issues and the housekeeper was upset. I think that the dog was somehow getting like too many table scraps or whatever. So then the housekeeper got Britney's dogs back from the vet and then did not bring them back to Britney's house. Britney was like, where are my dogs? And the housekeeper was like, well, I took pictures of the dogs and I'm going to show you. And she's like, no, don't take pictures of my dogs. Where are my dogs? And try to like, I think, get the phone out of the the housekeeper's hand. And that didn't go well. And the police were called. And then Jamie, which is Britney's dad, Britney is blaming Jamie for this and says that Jamie's behind all of this because he's always been threatening to like take away her children and now it's like the dogs. And then in court, Jamie was like, that's not me. No, that's Jody. No, I only do the money. Like that's Jody Montgomery who's doing her personal conservatorship. And then Jody released a statement being like, no, that's Jamie. Jamie hired that housekeeper, honey. I've never dealt with the dogs. Not since I've been working with Britney the whole time. I don't deal with dogs. So now it's like this back and forth about this like this is almost like, this is so crazy because we didn't know anything about what was happening with Britney for like 12 years. And now it's like a bunch of dog business. How are we back in so much? I almost feel like I don't know what to deal with any of that, but she tweeted, no, she didn't. She Instagrammed what I'm going to put up. And this part made me feel good. Okay. Because this part as a Britney fan, we want her to articulate, or at least I do, which is the following. This accompanied, I don't know if you can see my boobs. Okay. Oh my God. So this comment you're seeing accompanied a video montage of her like greatest moments from live performances and videos and whatever, just like a little like montage of her career. Okay. So then she posts that video and the comment says, for some reason, I feel like the world needs to be reminded. I may dance in my living room now, but I sure as hell know who I am. Deet, deet, deet. Most of these accomplishments were from before the conservatorship. Enough said. Mic drop. P.S. Kiss my white ass. Oh, I don't know truly what to believe. I don't understand exactly how much control she has over her Instagram or has ever had, what control she has or has had. I don't get it. It sounds like it could be her, but then I'm like, unless you literally go live and I see like, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm a Britney fan and I want Britney to be well. And I truly wish that I could. And I said this, like, I just really wish I could just be her manager. Like, not her music manager, her personal manager. I don't want to be her conservator. Like, I don't want to like go to legal things for her. I just feel like Britney just wants a manicurist to come to her home like on Mondays and Fridays, and give her like a fresh set. Like I feel like Britney wants to have dogs in her life, but like, is Britney going to take care of them like how maybe you and I would? Like, probably not. I'm not saying she's not allowed pets, but what I'm saying is she's rich enough that like, is there not someone on her staff, honey, that's just like the dogs people? I'm assuming there is. She should have someone on her staff that takes care of the dogs. Make sure the dogs are fed every day. Make sure the dogs are healthy. Make sure the dogs get their walks in. She deserves that. She's too rich not to have that. She has 2 dogs in her house. It's just Britney. She doesn't have, God bless, full custody of her kids. So like, She says she has like a staff, and I think she does. I think she probably has like landscapers and maids and like a chef. Like I think that she has these things, and she absolutely should have someone to take care for the dogs. And if I'm a conservator, I know that. If I know as a conservator that this is the person I'm supposed to be taking care of, then if this person has decided to take on dogs, I got to make sure those dogs are okay. Because if this person can't, quote unquote, take care of herself, then I sure as hell understand that I probably need someone to take care of those dogs. So I'm not even mad at Britney. I've never been mad at Britney. Britney is what? Like, Britney is my love's like a Southern country girl. Okay. She's a Southern country girl. She wants to be just like running around in sneakers and or no shoes all the time, smoking like whatever, like I don't know, like Camel Red honey. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like she needs to have a manicure, pedicure at all times. She wants it, but like for some reason she doesn't. She never has one. Like like maybe she's nervous. She bites them off. I'm not quite sure. She needs like a loving female person in her life to like help her just enjoy things a little more. Like she. But yeah, I don't think that she should be taking care of the dogs. I don't get it. She probably doesn't have to wash her plates. So why would she have to like make sure that those dogs are being fed as much as they, or drinking enough water? Like there's people to hire for that. She's under a conservatorship. So yeah, like she just wants to walk around and run around in Daisy Dukes and peasant shirts. And my God, I want that for her. I want her to be running around her big ass estate in Westlake Village in Daisy Dukes, peasant shirts, or billowy, honey. She has no bra on. That's fine. There's cute little dogs running the distance. She has her sons. She's picnicking, honey, and like her sons are almost old enough. They do what they want at night. The dogs go in, the dog room. The dog handler's like, give all the dogs the medicines, honey. Those dogs should last 21 years. They should have the best care possible. Britney, after her day of just like, we're like, Britney, what do you want to do, my babe? She's like, I want to hang out with Sam. I want to like eat Cheetos and I want to like watch White Lotus. I heard great things about White Lotus. And we're like, okay, Britney. Sure, Britney, my love. Guess what, Britney? You want to do it outside and your like theater will like project it, baby boo, or you want to be like your movie theater, like we just set up with like some fresh flowers, you'd enjoy it. She's like, movie theater. You're like, okay. You set it up. Honey, she has the best night of her life. Put a little wine in there, whatever you want. She's like goes to bed in the like arms of her like Persian stallion. And if I was her manager, I bet I could make her make music again. And by make her make music, I think that I would inspire her to make music again. Because I think that we have a similar sense of humor. Similar sense of music. I love new 90s tunes. I could play a bunch of 90s tunes that would really just be like, oh yeah, I remember that and I feel it or whatever. And I would just, of course, get a full like recording booth done in her house. So she would never have to leave her house. Also, I mean, like I do almost a near perfect Britney impression. I could like literally be a backup singer. You could just loop my backup vocals and then she could like cut her own demos. I'm not a girl, not yet a woman. All I need is time, a moment that is mine, while I'm in between. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm the perfect person that would like, could I think bring Britney back to like a semblance where she like has a young female person that's like right her age that understands like where she is and where she came from and who she is to like kind of nurse her back to herself. Now that also sounds very naive because I don't know what her mental problems are. I can get like knee deep in this and be like, oh my God, I'm over my head. But my point is I want the best for her. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Chris, if it was me, you're describing what we would do with lots of money. It's just like, She just wants to like have fun, like she just wants to have fun in her house. She can't go out. She can't like go to a painting party with her friends. They have to come to her house. You have to get her cousin back. You have to get Allie back, my love. You have to get like, how like Kylie Jenner, who by the way, we're gonna talk about last, had a painting party for her birthday because she's pregnant, so she couldn't really do anything. She had a painting party for her birthday, honey, just like a painter in her house, honey, and just like have her and her like fun friend Felicia and like Allie and just like whatever I guess if that like Kate Hudson's brother is a friend of hers. I don't believe that could possibly be. Whatever, just like have them paint a party. Or just like she needs a whole bunch of like loving, fresh, good experiences where she feels good about things, and she needs to like look down and see nicely done hands. Britney skews a little unkept, which is fine. But I think that a proper manager would probably just help balance that out a little bit, if you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I have to get this show on the road. So I just wanted to tell you, boopity boop. Okay, so Kylie's pregnant, which I'm happy about, by the way, because I think that Kylie and Travis Scott make cute kids, and I'm happy about that Stormy, and I like the fact that Stormy, for some reason, was like speaking like very well, like full English at like 3 months. She'd just be like, hello, mommy. So whatever Kylie's doing, honey, or whatever like help Kylie got was good help. And I think the baby will be raised by the good help too. And I always feel like, oh my God, I'm talking about how like I should be someone's manager, but like also like, could you imagine a world in which Kris Jenner could manage Britney? They live like 2 minutes away from each other. Like maybe not manage in the sense of like all the talent shit yet, but like if Kris Jenner could just put in place her own people, because she has all those people that do all the people for all the people. Britney needs help with people too. And Kris Jenner has the people. Okay. What am I looking at? The shows on the docket are, of course, Big Brother. Are you watching that? Like we'll see what happens with the cookout. It's like absolutely crazy. I mean, but that was the whole thing. We didn't know how long anyone can last or how long anyone can stay on one side, because that's not what the game is about, honey. The game of Big Brother is about you winning and us watching. Everyone else is watching White Lotus though, and so everyone's very into that, which is a Mike White show on HBO, and it stars a bunch of people, and one of those people are Jennifer Coolidge, and everyone is dying over Jennifer Coolidge, her role, her everything. So that could be a fun show to watch. I started watching the 90-Day Vacation Bay, as Wa says, or the like 90-Day Vacation Discovery Plus show. I actually have like full topics and people we can talk about that. But are you guys watching that? So I need you to comment right now as this video goes up, not just in the live. And I'm so sorry. It's because it's hard for me to like take into account at the end of the day how many people actually do. So once this video is up, please come back and comment if you are watching not 90-Day Vacation Bay. What do they actually call it? Not Love Island. It's like 90-Day Vacation Caribbean. Is that what it's called? That's maybe what it's called. Because if enough people are watching it, then I'll talk about it. Other than that, I'm into this. I bought it at Sephora, and I always loved like all the stupid sun bum stuff, like I just think it smells good or whatever. And so I had bought one of their body sprays, and it was so gross. And then so I don't know why, but I got the Brazilian Crush Cherryosa 71 caramelized vanilla and macadamia nut. Now this is a very specific smell. It's very fucking specific. So you better be into it. You better smell it first. But when I tell you, it smells like creme brulee. I mean, it smells like the yummiest. I mean, it smells like I want to lick myself. And therefore, it makes me feel very sexy. Caramely sexy, like summertime sun, just sweet, but also a little salty, but mostly sweet and a little nutty. Okay. Anyway, I think I did all the things that I wanted. Do you guys know, a side note is Sha'Carri, who I always feel like I'm going to say her name wrong and it makes me sad, raced all the people that were in the Olympics today in Washington, and you can see the results, but she didn't do good. Baby Booze, she got 9th place, and there were 9 runners. Now, here's the thing. I think that is actually a good thing, because she got She got a lot of fame really fast, and she should be. She got like national commercials and stuff like that. She's a force, and she's very fucking cool. But just to make sure that she knows that she could improve, it's sometimes good to have stuff like this happen so that, I mean, I don't want to say that like I want to see her down, but because of what we said earlier, how some people that are geniusy get such like immediate validation every way that they become unable to like process things humanly with other people. So having said that, I know that she's going to come back super fierce because she's like an athlete and she's going to use this as inspiration. I mean, I'm using upsetness. I'm upset about something in my life right now. Like I'm sad and rageful about something. And it makes me want to work out so bad because I just like can't wait to just be like, just like so. Who knows what the disqualification did to her in the interim? I think that she didn't look like she was in the best shape, but why would she be? And I think that she, I think that she, I didn't want her to think that I want her to like sustain a career. I want to hear about her more. So I want her to be putting in work to get better. And I don't want her to have gotten too big for her britches or think that she is, whatever. But at the same time, now I'm just like, I also need her to like know who she is and what she can do. I need her to get back in shape. I need her, and like, not like physical shape, but maybe physical shape because of like the training, but I need her to like get in it and in it to win it. I need her to like get that like fire back because I mean, when you know who she is, you want to see her dominate. And like I want her to like be able to like talk shit and have like, everything to like back it up. I want that for her. I think I did. Yeah. My love, that is it. Can you believe it? So, what's your lives like this week? How are you doing? How's it feeling for you? It's a little cloudy in Orange County where I am, but as we get into summer, I kind of like it. I like a little like cool moment. I'm gonna like lay low. I can't wait. Love in Paradise, a Caribbean, a 90-day story. So Mickey, you into it? Oh, you guys love the Live and Love. Oh, okay, great, because I like it too. We can talk about it. Warm vanilla and brown butter, caramelized vanilla and macadamia. But like the Sun Bum Bum cream, it's that brand. God, it smells so good. I mean, it just smells so good. I want to see her hair, reality show for the hair. Yeah. All right, my loves. So here we are. Thank you so much for joining me. And let's just finishing up our following up with you, following up with me, following up with you. I don't want you to, I don't want you to be a Brett Butler, and I want you to be investing your money, and I want you to be making sound financial decisions, and I want you to make sure that you have, it's a balance of having people in your life that keep you grounded, but also give you room to evolve and also think highly of you and make you feel good, that make you feel worthy, like that you deserve, what the universe wants to provide to you. So it's like, you want people to be authentic with you. And they have to be authentic with themselves. You have to have like a certain semblance of like security and confidence in your own self-identity in order to give that to someone, in order to like relay a friendship and connection and such. Relationships are hard anyway, in finding that. I don't know why. I guess for me, it is so much easier to authentically connect with on a friend level than to connect in a romantic sphere. But I think that for others, like it's much easier for people to connect in a romantic way and not in like any other friend way. And I think that, I think mostly it's the friends that ground you. It's the friends that also have known you a long time. If you can keep the good ones in, that like let you remember who you are. you know, which is everything is like tied together today, which is how I feel like about which is a little bit how I feel about being happy that Britney put an IG up where she's like, I remember who I am. I know who I am. I want us all to know who we are. Like, especially those that like have been on this earth for a second and who have lived. Like, you know, we've been through it and we've accomplished things. And although things can bring us down, it is important to remember who we are. So, what else? That's it. That's it for me. I love you guys so much. And I'm going to, yeah, again, just take it really easy this weekend and just kind of like, I'm getting back into working out more. So, and I'm using the anger that I have about other things in my life to fuel such. So that's where I am. And we'll see how that goes for me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending any time with me here, but also this time. Thank you for being flexible. The fact that I didn't go live yesterday, even though I said I was going to, on Vanity Farah, which is my private Facebook group, which you're welcome to join at any time. I would love to see you there. Other than that, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah. The L is for Lebanese. And I already said the Vanity Fair. And so that's really it. Other than that, have you guys noticed I've been wearing colored contacts this whole time? Not one person I feel like comment about it, but if you noticed, did anyone notice? I didn't want to say anything because I want to see people who are going to notice. I can't wait to watch this video back and see, like, maybe you can't tell at all. I don't know. God bless. All right, baby boos, a little fun thing. Anyway, take care of yourselves and each other and stand up for what you believe and make art. And it's a lot to ask. I know. You don't have to do it all at one time. You can find little pockets to do little snippets of it, but it is a little secret formula on how to be happy. All right. I love you. Okay. Bye.